everyone, Shaun Mack here at Ascot, trying to relive some of the great stories when I was involved in a horse called Platinum Rocker. Absolute champion as it turns out to be. And to join me to help me with this story is the great man, Simon Miller. How are you, mate?
Shaun Mack, very well. Thanks for having me.
I've been telling a lot of people about this story, how it all got up and going in the first place. But for those who are listening at home, we got a homebred horse that was, it would come from a man called John, who was my dad's neighbour, and this horse was in the paddock for about a year. No one was doing anything with it at the time, and my dad kept telling me that he thought it was a good looking horse and had the right breeding and all this stuff. If you did any homework, you'd say that it wasn't a good looking horse and probably the breeding wasn't too good.
Nothing improves ability like ownership, Shaun, so maybe, you know, John and your dad, they'd meander over it every afternoon and probably fell in love with it.
Finally, I had enough of Dad telling me about the horse, so I said to him, why don't you put it to John and see if we can get involved and take it off him. And I said, the deal will be done if we can give it to Simon and he'll be honest with us and tell us what he really thinks of it. Remember that day we rolled into your place in Ascot?
Yes, yeah, we had a look at her, and she wasn't an Al McPherson, that's for sure.
I remember she'd come to the end of her first prep and shown you basically nothing. And I remember seeing you at the at the Subi Hotel, and you said, I can't keep taking your money.
Yep.
If you want to come and pick her up, I don't know if she's any good, but just being honest with you, which you did was great. And we took her away, took her back to John's house, and I told Dad and Nat, it's done.
No good.
I think it was 8 weeks later. And
she was very slow.
Yeah.
She was. In her first prep, she was very slow. And the only reason I took her back was because of you. And I'll never forget, she started to run time at home, and I was like, track must be playing fast.
Yeah, you did, you said that.
And then she went to the first trial of the next prep and she smoked it up and run time. And I said, oh, they're running into a tailwind. It's a bit flattering. Let's go back to the trials again. And then she ran the fastest time again. And I was like, right. Clearly she switched on. So it was Bunbury. Off to Bunbury we go. And it was a live-in certainty with off her 2 trials and her track work leading into the race. And she went down there and monstered him.
But it's all over. The newcomers pulling right away, and it'll be Platinum Rocker, the Lover Dane mare, careering in.
That was all great because of the maid, and then we came back here and she got held up on the fence, and we weren't quite sure after that race. And then the following one was Bunbury Cup Day, I think it was.
It was, I remember it.
And I come down there and you had a lot of good horses in that day.
I took 4 that day.
Yeah, and you were having a great day. Well, we were in the mounting yard and you were talking to Nux, and you told Nux this is your best of the day, even though he'd ridden 3 winners for you.
And we'd already put a clinic on.
Then you kept looking at the board and saying, $3, $3.30. Oh, you better go and have some more.
It was a bit arrogant, wasn't it? It was a wild journey from there on in, because then we become accustomed or expected that she'd deliver every time.
Yeah, it was amazing. But when she went out for breaks, you never know how they're going to come back, and I guess for you then you've got to step them up in grade. And probably that first race where she went to the birthday stakes against the real big dogs at that time was a moment.
But Platinum Rocker races home to win a great performance here in the birthday stakes.
That was the one, because that was the first scale black type racing, and she won with authority. Then we went to the Asian Bow and she got him again.
And it's Platinum Rocker. Platinum Rocker has taken it out, won the Asian Bow.
I never forget the Tuesday before the Saturday final Gallop Railway, and she smoked up, and I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. And your whole family was here for the barrier draw, and they should do the barrier draw at track work, and you couldn't come because you were on Nova. And we all sat down on the table, and I'll never forget saying to them, this is career best work. Like, we draw in alley, we are a huge chance of winning a railway. Far cry from when I tried to sack it at her first prep. I think barrier draws are a thankless task. If you draw wide, everyone wants to kill you. And your dad walked up, and it was a field of 20, 4 emergencies. 19. And straight away I was like, we can't win. And then it was a bloodbath. Everybody turned on your dad. And you were doing radio, you were off the world.
Well, the thing that I brought up, and I said what you were thinking, I said, oh, well, that's all right, Dad, we can't win. And then he went, oh, and then I said, yeah, but it doesn't, you know, those barriers, you just can't win. And I wasn't meaning it was against him at all, but it was.
Yeah, but it was a bit tense on the table.
It was very tense.
They wanted blood. Then you fast forward and you get to the race, and we got a superb ride, and we got across, and we kicked. And I was like, wow, we can win this.
Platinum Rocker, fire up Fifi. Conservatorium, terrific down the outside. Platinum Rocker and fire up Fifi, stride for stride. Platinum Rocker, fire up Fifi. Luckygray on the outside. Swamp them, gather them up. It's another one for Luckygray.
But I remember walking into the mountain yard and your dad, your brothers, John, were so excited that we'd run second. And I walked in and I was off the world because we got beat. And I remember looking across at yourself and you were worse than me. The toys were out of the cot. We'd picked up 100,000 for running...
200?
200,000 for running second. Yet if you said to me when we drew 19 at the barriers, oh, you'll run second, I would have taken that.
I don't think there's anything like that feeling in the last 200 metres when it became real. Like, it became real then.
Yeah. Well, it's a
when
railway.
she was in front, and it's the railway, and the expectations were low. And bloody Luckygray,
I know.
the seas parted,
Yeah,
didn't
I know.
take any stride that was, you know, half a stride or had to manoeuvre anything. It seas parted, it just ran through and got us, and all credit to it.
Yeah, well,
but you think, God, if someone had just gotten away half
agree.
a step, you're home.
It was an amazing journey, wasn't it, considering I didn't like her early.
Yeah.
When you look back at her race record, she actually went to war for us a hell of a lot and did us proud.
Those are the things that make you want to be involved in horse racing. Obviously, we've had horses with you before, and the relationship's always strong. But you know, getting all the people in, and my brothers, as you were talking about before, you know, having my mum here all the time, and wives and stuff, and we all getting around. Obviously, success plays a role, but from the get-go, with the expectations being so low, then it just brought us all together. You know, it was just incredible ride.
We did come off a low base.
Good on you, legend.